if you want to be sure on one path, then you have to be sure that you are not going to take another path. So that is a decision you are going to make. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna is the word determination. What is this determination? Determination means to ascertain what is the path that we are going to follow and stick to that plan of action. That is determination. Now, if we are going to understand this determination, we have to first make a decision. So, you basically, at any given point in time, we are always making decisions. Some are like way too obvious. That's why we don't have to think too much. Like for example, every morning, there's no choice. I mean, you have to go to work. So, there is a fixed path. Okay, your work starts from 9 to 5. Okay, go. So, there is a set thing there and you have to abide by that. So, there are not too many options. So, you straight dive into the action. But suppose you don't have a boundary. What are you going to do? Every morning is like a decision making, analysis, paralysis. What should I do? This is boring. That is now, when we have a fixed work, like for example 9 to 5, there is no question of asking whether it's boring or not. Whether it is boring or not, we still have to go. The decision basically is made for us, or we rather agreed that the decision be made for us, that every day is like this, because we have signed up for that. When we sign up for a job, we are basically telling them that you decide what I have to do and I will comply. So when they have given the things that for us to do, it's easy for us to do. I mean, easy for us to follow. So then actually we get to do something at least. I have told this story before. The analysis paralysis of a donkey. The donkey was sitting here, and 100 meters on the right was a heap of grass, and 100 meters on the left is another heap of grass. Now this donkey was in the middle. Now, donkeys are usually lazy. He was looking here, there is grass, here also there was grass, and then he was thinking, which grass is more? Or maybe what if I go to the grass and then further from that, maybe there is a barren land, or maybe there is more grass there, more lush green grass, or if here would be the same thing. Here maybe after I go here, maybe it's barren land after that, then I have to come all the way back here, and maybe both of these are just here, and maybe something there is behind. So in this way he was just analyzing and he was paralyzed. I mean, basically he was not moving. So this is called analysis paralysis, and he was not making any action. Too many options. When there are even two options, just like Arjuna, Krishna said renunciation of work, and then he said work in devotion. When there are two options, already Arjuna is confused. His determination is, shaken already. This is the thing. It's important to note this point, that we need to have one path, and that is explained in the second chapter, 41st verse. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana bahushakha hyanantascha buddhayo avyavasayinam. Those who are on this path of devotional service, of buddhi yoga or bhakti yoga, are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched. So the intelligence of those who are irresolute, they think about this, they think about that, they have too many subject matters and they cannot go into depth in any of those subject matters. And you can have only a surface level understanding of anything unless you go in depth into it. This is by the process of experience. If you want to experience everything, then you need to really delve into that to have a really good feel of what it is. So it is going to take time to test each and every one of them, and we don't have that much time, especially in Kali Yuga. We have such a short life and we don't know when it's going to end, and before that we need to make perfection. And Srila Prabhupada said there's no need for Bahunam Janmanam Ante. In this one life you can finish it. How? If there are so many paths. This determination, I wanted to speak about this determination. So determination means, the word itself, termination. What is termination? It means end it, no more endeavor in that direction, terminate. So determinate means you terminate everything else and then choose the one thing that you want to determinate. See? So you want to take the action in this path. Now that comes from the point where decision. You need to first take decision. So what is a decision? So decision comes from the word, if you study the etymology of the word decision, it comes from the word scission. Scission means to cut, like scissors, is to cut. So scission means to cut. So decision means you're basically cutting everything else, and then the one thing that you don't want to cut, that is what you want to act upon. Like every other, because you need to cut away everything else. If you want to be sure on one path, then you have to be sure that you are not going to take another path. And why? You have to be clear. Why I'm not taking that path? Why I'm not taking any other path than this path? So that is a decision you're going to make. And once the decision is made, then you start action. And the persistence in such action is determination. See it through. So that's why the spiritual master is necessary. Because he has already reached the destination. Now that's why it's easy for devotees to follow the 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds. When you have a GPS, there is a destination, then there is a path, everything set for you. You just have to follow the directions. Hare Krishna